For the next 5 years, we need to have the courage to imagine a future that in many ways will be different from the past. And we need to think about, A, the culture we're going to create for the future, and then we need to think about the architecture which will support that culture. And I think that's the correct order to do things in. You could almost say, in other words, that what we need to think about are values first and values second. And if we do that, what we're going to do is build a picture of the future which starts with what we believe in terms of the value of higher education, how we prioritise those beliefs, how we behave, and then we'll know whether actually we care about the things we say we care about. I think the first thing we need to do is recognise that higher education institutions don't sit on an island apart from the world. Saul Bellow put it very well, the American novelist. He said all map makers should remember to put the Mississippi in the same place. So what's important about education is that people learn to be and have a chance to understand their capacities and capabilities. We're only the enablers of that. I often think that the big challenge for us in the future will actually be to get out of the way. Create the culture, and then let people get on with doing it. And in a very curious way, this actually goes back to Newman and his notion as well about how learning should occur. I also think we need to think about the way in which we really don't know an awful lot yet about learning. I think the state of our knowledge about learning is probably about the same as what we knew about geography in the 13th century. And I think that's one of the great challenges for us, is to learn more about how we learn and use that as the basis for moving forward. Well, I can take opportunities on a number of different levels. I would suggest for the Institutes of Technology, we have an opportunity to build a model in relation to what we do and how we do it that is predicated on not imitating anybody else or imitating conventional models of success, but that looks at the world and the environment which surrounds us and then asks the question, what are the things that we could best do to achieve that? And although I am sure it would be regarded as heresy in a lot of universities and institutes of technology, in many ways, if I could open my new centre of higher education tomorrow morning, it would look something like an Apple store, where you could go and start at the point where you are now in terms of your knowledge, very little or an awful lot, and they'll take you on to the next level. We need to learn from other people who understand these things and do them differently.